Hey there, my friend. It's Dr. Ray from the Fit Father Project and the Fit Mother Project. Welcome to today's video. In today's video, we're going to cover an at-home dumbbell triceps workout. So these are going to be my top 5 favorite at-home triceps exercises that only involve a pair of dumbbells, and some of these are actually straight body weight exercises. And this is an important video for you if you've wanted to grow bigger arms, if you want to build some muscle on your triceps, or if you just want to tone up and strengthen. These are amazing exercises, and you can do them anywhere. Whether you're traveling or you have minimal equipment at home, these are great exercises to do. And before we actually hop into the gym and demonstrate the first of these 5 exercises, I want to talk to you a little about the anatomy of the triceps. You understand what the tricep does and how we're going to train it, as well as some of the philosophy about how to approach triceps training in general in relation to all your other body parts. So please allow me to flex on you for a second. This is what my tricep looks like, and I know what I'm talking about. I've trained them just a little bit. There are 3 heads to the tricep. There is a lateral head, which is the one that has this part of the horseshoe. There is a long head, which is the inner long head here, and there's a small medial head that's sitting right down here at the bottom. So that's why it's called a tricep. There's 3 heads. We want to train all of them. Now, the key part of the anatomy is that this inner head right here, this guy right here, the long head, actually crosses the shoulder joint. And that means that to work that head, we need to get the shoulder into extension. So a lot of these exercises like tricep kickbacks are working the long head because they get the shoulder into extension. Now, all 3 of the heads of the tricep join down here and they act to extend the elbow. So they're all elbow extensors, but the long head is also a shoulder extensor. So we're going to be doing a lot of motions that are simulating this as well as pressing. So the thing about the philosophy of training the triceps is I don't actually recommend that you do a full triceps workout. Like, I'm going to demonstrate a lot of exercise in the form of a triceps workout, but I don't think it's the most effective way for you to train because the triceps are involved in a lot of your pressing motions for your chest and your shoulders. They're involved in a lot of other great arm motions. So I think it's good to pair the triceps with other workouts. If you want to specifically grow your arms, you can pair triceps and biceps into one kind of muscle building workout. If you're interested in that, we have a full superset video we'll link in the description on biceps, triceps, superset workout. That's very cool. But I still think this is going to be valuable for you because it's going to give you a couple of these exercises to try. I recommend you pick at least 1, 2, or 3 of these and incorporate them into your next workout. You can do these at the end of a push day, chest, shoulders, triceps, or again, a paired and arm workout. So without further ado, let's get into our first exercise for the tricep with the dumbbells. It's going to be a dumbbell floor press, and let's hop over to the gym and get that set up. So from some of the EMG studies that look at which exercise activate the triceps most, things like pressing like dips, close grip bench press, and a dumbbell floor press that we're going to do right now are absolutely phenomenal. So this first exercise, the dumbbell floor press we're going to demonstrate, you need to get a heavy pair of dumbbells. So I want you to be doing this in around the 6 to 8 rep range because the triceps do respond to heavy work. And so we're going to get some heavy dumbbells. You're going to grab them here, roll right on back. You're going to get, your shoulder blades are going to be pinched back together. I like to get into a bridge position. Now take those dumbbells and pin them to your sides. You want to be really tight on your sides. Now from here, you're going to drive up and press and come right on down slow. Keep the tension on the triceps, press right on top, kind of press a little bit in this J pattern over your eyes. Keep the tension on the triceps, press overhead, come right on down. The key with this to activate the triceps more than just a regular bench press is to keep those elbows pinned to your sides and to drive your shoulder blades down together here, press right on up. Again, 6 to 8 reps, you want to go really heavy on this exercise. Press up, right on down. 1 more rep, press up, squeeze your hands as you're going through this. I want you to focus on squeezing the crap of those dumbbells. 1 more, right on down, roll up. So if at your house that you have access to let's just say a barbell. You could also do a barbell close grip bench press, but the key to activate your triceps and pressing, elbows pinned to the sides, squeeze the hands, press overhead. I recommend you do that for 2 to 3 sets of 6 to 10 reps. You can even go heavier in the 5 rep range. You need to go heavy on your pressing motions for the triceps. Let's get into our second exercise on this list, the decline dumbbell skull crusher. All right, so the next exercise on our list for the at-home dumbbell triceps workout is the decline dumbbell skull crusher. And this was actually one of my favorite exercises back when I was competitive bodybuilding because you're gonna find that this is so effective for working the triceps. And what you're gonna want is a lighter pair of dumbbells. So I'm using 15 pounds here. You might wanna even start with 10s, maybe even 7.5s, because this is not about the weight, it's about the tension. Squeeze these dumbbells hard, roll back safely into a decline position bench. Now you're going to press the dumbbells overhead just like we're at the top of that floor press motion. Now what I like to do is shift back just a little bit like this. The triceps are already loaded in this motion. I'm going to keep both of them right here. Now slowly coming down together, I squeeze the dumbbells, they come down right to the sides of my head. I pause and I press forcefully right on up. Come down, pause, right on up. Now you can play with a really big range of motion where you come down way before here, but make sure you keep the tension on the triceps all the way. You can also play around with alternating one at a time. I think this is a phenomenal way to isolate the triceps just a little bit, just like this. Even though I'm working my right tricep in this moment, I'll do another rep this side, my left one is still engaged. And this is just such a good triceps exercise. You can also play around with different positions. This is in pronation. You can play around with what it looks like there. You can even play around with in supination, what it looks like right here. Just be careful not to drop the dumbbell on your head. Now with this particular exercise, I like to go a little higher rep, 12 to 15 reps. You should feel a phenomenal burn. And the purpose of the decline is that it loads your triceps automatically, and you can get this wider range of motion as you come down, press on up. So with this particular exercise, you do a set of 12 to 15 reps. You rest for around 90 seconds, and you do at least one more set. This is a really bang for your buck one. I'd say 2 sets here, if not 3, and you can tack this on to the end of any pressing motion to really hit your triceps hard with the dumbbells. Let's move on to our third exercise. All right, so the third exercise on our list is gonna be a 2 dumbbell bent over triceps kickback. And this is something that I think is a unique exercise you may not have seen before. You've definitely seen people do something like a triceps kickback where they just do stuff like this. And it's an okay exercise, but there's a way to make it actually a little bit better by leveraging gravity and how the biomechanics actually work. So I want you to get in a position just like this where you're bent over. You're kind of in this nice row position just like this. I want you to supinate your hands just like this. This means turning out and pin them nice to your sides. This activates the long head really well. I'm getting my shoulder into extension. Now in this position, boom, I like to pause at the top for a second or two, come right back down. Boom, pause at the top for a second or two, come right back down. Boom, pause, and you're gonna go very light on this. I'm only having, this is a 12-pound dumbbell right now, so anywhere from 5 to maybe 20 pounds is really good. You really wanna focus on squeezing at the top here and resisting gravity and extension. I like this in a bent over hip position because it really challenges the triceps with that natural gravity force throughout the entire arc of the motion. And my triceps are burning while I'm doing this, which is great, and we're down. So I think with an exercise like that, kind of like the dumbbell skull crusher, you might wanna do anywhere from 10 to 15 reps, 2 sets, rest around 90 seconds between. And because this is a lighter exercise, not a lot of heavy weight, it's a great thing to superset with some kind of biceps curls or something like that to get a lot of volume in a short amount of time. Let's move into our fourth exercise. So if you're low on equipment and you still want to get an amazing triceps workout, this next exercise is going to be one of your favorites. They've done some EMG studies where they actually hook up the muscles to electrodes and measure the activity during many exercises. And this exercise, the triangle or diamond push-up, always comes up top of the list for hitting all 3 heads of the tricep. Here's exactly how to do it. So just like a good regular push-up, you want to be a good stance, except the key is you're going to get your hands almost like you're making like a spade or a diamond like this. Put them out around your face like this. Your fingers do not necessarily need to touch, but the closer your hands are, the harder it is. So I want you to really feel like you plant your hands nice and good like this. Activate your fingers. And now as you come down, you're going to kind of bring your head in between that space that you create right on here. Load the triceps, nose touches, push right on back up forcefully. As you're coming down, you're squeezing your glutes and your core. Nose touches the ground. Here, come on down a few more reps. Good. Boom. If you're starting out, you might find you might need to start on your knees, which is totally fine. Just shift forward, keep the load on your triceps, push right on up. A couple more reps, down, push, right on up. And you want to take these to failure, which for you may be anywhere from like 10 reps, 15 reps, you can get up to 20 reps, your triceps are going to be absolutely torched. Diamond push-ups, at least 2 sets, great finisher for your workout. Requires basically no equipment. Again, just like this, come on down. That's the 4th exercise on our list. Let's get into the final exercise using the bench. So the final exercise on our list is a good old classic bench dip. And you don't actually need an exercise bench to do this. You could use a chair at your house, a small table. And this is a great exercise that's super overlooked by many people. We all know the dips are good, but doing on a bench is really good for isolating the triceps. Now with the triceps, as I was talking about in the floor pressing, it's good to keep your elbows pinned. So pin your elbows, shift them back, place them right here on the bench. And I like to make sure my hands are always very active in all of these motions. Now I'm gonna shift forward and I'm gonna have my weight kind of drop down, my triceps are contracted, and I'm stepping out. And now as I come down right here, good full range of motion, keeping pressing through my palm, press right on up. Now with this exercise, it does put a little bit of tension on your shoulder. So you're gonna need to find what works best for you and your shoulder in terms of range of motion, because everyone's a little different with this. But I really want you to focus on using your triceps and putting the weight in the palm of your hand as you descend like this. Now, as you can do a set of like 15 to 20 and just kind of like burn out, because this might be the end of your dumbbell triceps workout, or you can actually get heavier and actually put either plates or a barbell across your lap and load these and progress over time. Now, with all these dips, I think it's important to always do form over weight, because at this point in the dip, this is a little bit of a dangerous position on the shoulder. And you can also play around with putting your hips in different positions, whatever feels right for you and good. My shoulder mechanics, something like this feels quite good for me. And so you want to do those, I'd say, do at least one set to failure on the bench dips, and this could be a really good exercise. So in conclusion, we did a couple things so far. We started off with that floor press or the close grip bench press. We did those floor pressing heavier, 5 to 10 rep range, maybe even the 6 to 8 is ideal, 2 to 3 sets. Then we moved into that decline alternating dumbbell skull crusher or 2 arms together, but on that decline, squeeze the weights, very, very effective. We moved into this one right here, the dumbbell kickback in supination, elbows pinned. Then we hit the diamond push-ups, and finally the bench dips. So again, I don't necessarily recommend that you do a full triceps workout. You could do everything we just did, maybe 10 sets of all of that. It would torture triceps, but I think taking a couple of these exercises, pairing it onto the end of your routine, or supersetting biceps and triceps will be the most effective method for you. Now, if you're checking this out and you actually want like a done-for-you workout plan, we have those for fit fathers and fit mothers. We have fat loss programs, we have muscle building programs. Those are gonna be linked below in the description. And of course, we have free workouts as well. We'll send straight to your email. If you're not quite interested in joining a paid program quite yet, check that out. This is Dr. Anthony Balduzzi signing off. Happy triceps training. I'll see you very soon.